finally! Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Kayla here. Today I'm back with a new video. So this is actually the very first video of the Halloween spooky October thing that I'm doing. I don't even know what to call it. If you guys have a name to call it, comment it down below, because I had an idea of what to call it, but then I'd kind of be copying another YouTube channel because that's what they're calling their thing, and so just comment down below what I should call this month. But anyway, as you guys can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about a haunted place. I have not been here yet, but I'm actually on my way to Crybaby Bridge right now. Today is actually my birthday. I am 21 years old, finally. Now there are a bunch of different places around the country that are known as Crybaby Bridge, and that is mostly due to the fact that it has to do with mothers and children, and so it just kind of works out that way. So there are a bunch of different people that are saying a bunch of different things, like this is the real Crybaby Bridge. No, this is. They're all Crybaby Bridges. So let me just set that fact straight for you. And there's actually a couple more Crybaby Bridges in the state of South Carolina itself, but the most popular one and the most talked about one is the one in Anderson, South Carolina, and that is actually about 30 minutes away, 45 minutes away from where my parents live, actually, and Jacob's parents live. So we will be making a pit stop home before we head on over to Anderson. But I just kind of wanted to talk about where the bridge kind of started, like when it was built, and then kind of talk about different theories of what had happened to make this bridge haunted, different local lores that the Anderson locals always talk about and share stories of, and then there's actually a personal story from a guy and his wife that live in North Carolina, but they were visiting family near Anderson, and they decided to go to the bridge, and they kind of ended up having a creepy experience. So I'm going to read that story for you guys as well. But first of all, let's just talk about like the beginning and when the bridge was built. So Crybaby Bridge was originally built in 1919 in the state of Virginia, and it was originally moved to Charleston to actually connect the two counties. And then around 1952, the bridge was moved to Anderson to replace an older bridge. And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the original bridge that it was meant to replace is still in the area. I don't think they completely tore it down, although I could be wrong. I just didn't really see anything on that. So now we're going to kind of get into the different things that may have happened that made this bridge what it's known for today. So there are people saying that a woman a very long time ago was in a car accident going over the bridge, and both her and her baby died. Other theories are that a woman had just lost her husband to the Civil War, and she was supposedly so upset and so distraught that she actually threw her baby over the bridge, ultimately killing it, which is just awful to think about. Another theory is that a woman and her baby were driving home very late one night. She was very tired. It was dark out, and her husband had actually just come home after serving about 3 years in the war. Now, this one wasn't very specific on what war. Her and her baby were headed home to see her husband after 3 years, and she was driving over the bridge a little too fast, and I'm gonna assume she lost control, and her baby were both ejected from the vehicle. Now, as far as I know, she was supposedly fine, completely okay, but she could not find her baby. So she started looking around the area looking for her baby because she could hear a baby crying, and the longer she was searching for her baby, she couldn't find it, and eventually the crying just sort of dissipated and stopped completely, and she lost her baby forever. I'm gonna assume that her baby got ejected and thrown over the bridge somehow. I don't know, but her baby was never found. Now on to the more haunting part of the bridge. So a lot of locals like to tell stories and theories and, hey, this will happen if you do this. But if you go to the bridge and you say either I killed your baby or cry baby cry, you can supposedly hear the sound of a baby crying, and it's very disembodied and ghostly like, and it's just very creepy. And people have actually also claimed that you can hear a woman crying and searching for her baby on or near the bridge. And it's also believed that you could probably see a lady wearing all white floating or walking, hanging around the bridge. Now, people have also said that things can actually happen to your car, and I don't think this is as much true as everything else, given you can't really drive close to or on the bridge at all anymore. But people have said that if you go to the bridge around midnight during a full moon, you can follow some steps, which I'll talk about in a minute. You could see the apparition of a woman like I was just talking about, or your car could just randomly lock its doors and things will happen. Now, I'm going to talk about the steps that I was just talking about. Supposedly, if you follow these steps, your car may lock, you might see this woman. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to turn off your car, get out of the car, put your keys on the hood of the car, and say the magic words, which I previously mentioned, which are either I killed your baby or cry baby cry. And there's also a chance that your car could completely stop working, or certain things like your headlights won't work. So that is kind of just a little bit of the theories and lore that you could potentially experience if you go to the Crybaby Bridge in Anderson. Now, I'm going to talk about a personal story, not of mine, but a guy and his wife from somewhere in North Carolina were visiting his parents in a little town near Anderson, and what happened to them is actually kind of crazy. I'm not sure exactly how true this was, but I'm just going to read the story for you guys. Several years ago, when we were first married, the wife and I got into a little bout of ghost hunting. We had come down to visit my parents in Kershaw, South Carolina, just a few miles from the site in question, with the intention of going out to Crybaby Creek to do a little filming. I have to say, now that I have since lost the tape that we made that night, I know that really sucks. I wish I had it to show here, and I had known I would be doing this site all this time later, and I would have guarded that tape with my life. Sorry, that didn't make any sense, but basically they filmed it and they lost the tape. Anyway, it's about sundown and we make our way to the site. You have to park at the main road for this one. Years ago, you could drive all the way out to the bridge, and now there's a steel gate barring your way. So, about a half-mile walk on an abandoned highway, this keeps getting better, and you get to the bridge. By now, it's completely dark, nothing to light our way but a rechargeable mag light and the light from the camera's LCD screen. We stayed for about an hour and called out the obligatory crybaby, crybaby, all with no results. By this time, the full moon had come out from behind the clouds and made the spot all eerie. The surrounding landscape, being a piece of swampland, really sets the whole thing off. This spot is eerie even in the daytime, so we film for a little while longer and head home thinking we have nothing. We took the ride home to Monroe, North Carolina, and set up the camera to watch what we had filmed on the TV. I left the room for a few minutes to get some popcorn and some drinks when I hear this blood-curdling scream from the bedroom. I run in, and all I hear is a muffled, turn it off, from beneath one of the pillows. I, being the loving husband that I am, directly disobeyed and rewound the tape. She left. After a few minutes of very amateur film shots, there appeared on the screen a perfect image of a baby's face in the water of the creek below. I was speechless. She was mad and would not come to bed until I turned off the tape. I went over and over the tape, watching the same few seconds over and over again. There it was. A baby's face in the water. Power of suggestion? Seeing what I wanted to see? Nope. I took the video to work and to my friends' houses to let them watch without telling them what I had seen. Each time the response was, holy shit, there's a baby's face in the water. So that was the personal story. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly how true that is. And honestly, I don't really think I'm gonna see anything when I'm there, just because it's gonna be earlier in the day. But I mean, we'll see. You never know what could happen. So as for now, that's all I have for you guys. I will put the links to the websites that I found this information on in the description below. I will also have the Google Doc that I created in the description below as well. So if you guys have found anything more about the Crybaby Bridge in Anderson, or you want to enter some information about the Crybaby Bridges near you, you can actually click the link and you should be able to edit the document and add whatever you want to add. And that's about all I have for you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, and click the bell so you're notified when I upload next, which will be on Monday, which will be my birthday vlog. And you'll get to see the footage from Crybaby Bridge and the other haunted locations that we visit on this road trip. And I'm going to go ahead and link the Only in Your State website down below again so you guys can check it out. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye!